Yeah, it's Nika in the building. Let's go.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Nika. So it's time for another Tea Talk, aka Nika's News. So today I have an update for you about benefits. So it's a benefits update. Everything you need to know about Social Security, SSI, Medicare, Medicaid, and food stamps. So let's break it down in simple terms for you. All right. So let's get to it. So first I'm going to talk about Social Security and SSI. So if you have not heard, they are going up in 2026. The government confirmed a 2.8% COLA increase for next year. So a little bit more. So that means Social Security checks will go up a little starting in January of 2026. For the average person, that's about $56 extra per month. So SSI will also rise. The max payment for any individual will be about $994 a month. So good news. It's a small rise or a small raise, but every little bit helps, right? Because I need it. Okay. But anyway, many people say it's still not enough because prices for food, rent, utility, mortgages, and healthcare are on the rise. And they are rising faster than that little COLA increase. All right. So anyway, for Medicare costs, which are rising, people who receive that increase in COLA, it's going to be cut because Medicare is going up. So they have to pay more out of pockets to pay for that. So even though Social Security is going up, Medicare Part B premiums and deductibles are rising too. So that means the standard Medicare Part B premium will be about $202.90 for next year. The deductible is also going up. So they increased the COLA, but you still have other things going up too, which don't make no sense. So what this means is some people might not feel the full Social Security benefit raise because Medicare would take a bigger chunk out of their monthly check. So like I said, COLA go up, you lose the moment out of your check. So here's a Medicaid update. A big court decision. So a federal judge recently blocked the law that was going to cut Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood and other clinics in 22 states. And if you don't know what Planned Parenthood is, this means people on Medicaid still have access to birth control, cancer screenings, STI testings and checkups, and other preventative care at these clinics. So they blocked it so that you would still be able to get these services. This is a temporary win, but the fight is still going on in court. So when it comes to these food stamps and this SNAP benefits, here's some changes you need to know. There have been some changes and some requirements now. So SNAP benefits were updated for 2026. The maximum monthly amount for a family of 4 is $994 a month. That's the same amount of an SSI check. But the big story is stricter work requirements. Stricter work requirements are kicking in for many recipients. And some people who were previously, exempt, including like homelessness, young adults, veterans, adults leaving foster care, they now have to meet these work rules and risk losing benefits. If they do not meet them, they will lose benefits. So what people need to do or should do is check with your local SNAP office to make sure you're meeting the new laws so you don't lose your benefits. Okay? So for all these people out here who was exempt are no longer exempt. So overall, the message that I'm trying to tell you, this is what you need to know. You need to know about that SSI. You need to know about these food stamps requirements. So remember, SSI, Social Security, is rising, but not by a huge amount. Medicare costs are going up. So people who get that check, they're going to be losing it in Medicare because they have to pay those deductibles. Medicaid is still in place. It's still protected because of the court law that is currently in place as of right now. SNAP benefits are adjusting, but new rules have come out, meaning people who were exempt could lose benefits. So that's pretty much all you need to know. But make sure, guys, you go ahead and check with your local SSI office. You check with who you need to check with to see how things are going to affect you with your food stamps, your SSI, your Medicaid, your Medicare. And I do have two small little clips I'm going to show you real quick in regards to that COLA increase and in regards to the new changes that came along with food stamps. But guys, I want you to take care. Be on the lookout, be vigilant, and just be knowledgeable and up to date on everything that's going on. The world is constantly changing, so you need to keep yourself informed. Now, I don't always post political information here, but I want to just let you know some ins and outs every time I come across it. But I don't post a lot of it. So when I do post it, you guys just need to pay attention. And
Americans who get a Social Security check will see a little more money every month. Retirees will get a 2.8% cost of living increase starting in 2026. That's an average increase of $56 each month. The announcement was supposed to be made last week, but was delayed because of the federal government shutdown.
Requirements for SNAP are in effect and could impact millions of food stamp enrollees.
Good day's Alex Whitler is at the Fox 5 Live Desk with the latest on who this impacts. Alex?
Yeah, Ron, this impacts millions of food benefit recipients all across the country who are going to have to work, volunteer, or participate in job training for at least 80 hours a month. That's a stipulation from this past summer's big, beautiful bill that's now law. So those who don't can only receive benefits for 3 months in a 3-year period. The work requirements will apply to anyone between 18 and 64 years old, and that previous age limit was 54. Veterans and those experiencing homelessness will also fall under that mandate. Now let's take a look at SNAP by the numbers. 42 million Americans are on it, with a majority at or below the poverty line and in households that include children, seniors, or someone living with a disability. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the new requirements are expected to reduce the average monthly number of SNAP recipients by about 2.4 million people over the next decade. Here's Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins talking about allegations of SNAP fraud and illegal immigrants using the program under the Biden administration.
We've studied about $100 billion in spend. We have found thousands and thousands of illegal use of the EBT card. We have been moving people off of SNAP. We've got almost 700,000 people, I think, we've moved off.
Well, here's something to keep in mind if you're new to SNAP. The new rules may start now or at your next recertification.
But guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Take it easy, and it's been real.
Oh yes, this nigga's tea talk.